Quick correction to the video before it starts. I say in it patent nut and bolt cutters. I meant patent nut and bolt company. There we go. Enjoy the video. Hi there, welcome back. Yes, this is another of the Tenor's Trails. I think that's what we're going to call it. We're starting today on the Monmouthshire Brecon Canal in Cwmbran. In behind me here, you've got the old ironworks gate. You can hear behind me the sounds of Cwmbran Drive, which used to be the main railway down through Cwmbran. This was roughly where the old Cwmbran railway station was. We're going to head up on the canal to Springvale and up through to the Old Cwmbran Colliery, the mine slopes in there for the Adits. We're then going to try and join back up with the canal, look at where the old Cwmbran Hotel used to be before dropping down into Pont Newydd, and then from Pont Newydd we'll probably have a look where the Upper Pont Newydd railway station was, and that should be about it for today's walk. See you soon. So we're walking across now a bit of the canal that was actually filled in years ago when the road came along. So all this across here used to be part of the canal. As you can see down to the right there, that is Cwmbran Drive, and that used to be part of the railway line. So we're going to head up now and down onto what is now a retail estate, but it used to be the and Nettlefolds factory, and they used to make lots of things in there. And we will see when we get to the top of the estate there that they still have the old furnace wall still in place at the top there, so we'll have a look at that when we get there. So we've picked up now at the bottom of the industrial estate, the retail estate here, and this is where the old and Nettlefolds factory would have been, just popped up away from the road. And we're coming up to the first of the bridges. We're going to go up onto one of the old bridges in a second and just show you a quick scene from up there. So here we are on a bridge. It's got the site of the and Nettlefolds iron foundry and forge there, looking down over into the canal that side. We've got the retail park this side, and then back down on into the canal over there. That's where we're headed. So I've brought you to a wall, but this wall was the old blast furnace wall from the and Nettlefolds factory, and this is all that remains of it. It stretches in and around the back area there behind the retail unit, but as you can see, there's some rather splendid bits growing on there nowadays. So we've come away from and Nettlefolds there. It all did used to come onto this area here, which is now known as the Springvale Industrial Estate. All this as well was all and Nettlefolds, all the way up through here. We're heading up on the main road now towards the Adits. Well, we've reached the bottom of the area where the old Cwmbran Colliery used to be. We're going to head up towards it now. It's just a quick step up round. Gorgeous little stream here. But a lot of the one of the adits was a water adit that would bring the water out of the mine, and we're going to head up towards that any second now. So we've reached the site of the water adit. Obviously, yes, lots of water. We're going to go in and have a little bit of a closer look, because the grill's been down for some time now, so you can actually have a quick look inside. When we get over there, I'll just show you the bit on the brickwork up above there. of the PNNBC or something like that. When we get over there, you'll be able to see what it is. Okay, so above the adit here, you see the inscription PNNBC, which, if I remember rightly, it's patent nut and bolt cutters. And the date, which you can barely see, but that is, it's either 1870 or 1879. I'm just going to show you now, once I can cross this last little bit, into the actual water adit itself. So this now is the entrance into the water adit. Evidently, if you do go in there, you'll probably pass out within a couple of 100 yards because of the toxic gases. So don't think I'll be going in there. You can see just a little bit of light on the side there. There are evidently still some tracks in there from where the trucks used to go underground, and there is a bit of a cave-in further in as well. And somewhere in there, I'm reliably informed that you can still find the old pulley that would ring the bell to let people know the trucks was coming through. So if we can just get in a little bit further, I don't know if you'll be able to see much. No, I don't think you can. It's very strange in there. A few pieces of railing in there, but I think that's modern day railing. But that's what you've got. This is the water adit. So this is the old colliery wall. So this is the main wall which goes all the way down to the adit where we were. You can hear more water coming up just through the way there. If I zoom in, you can probably just see it falling down through there. We're going to head up round to there and then head up to the second adit. So I'm down in an area now where it leads into the second adit. You can see this section of wall here was part of the original wall that would take you into the tunnel to take you underground. So down under here somewhere would have been, as you go in. I'm going to try and get you up over now to the entrance without falling over, which might be a job in itself, but we shall see. So somebody had tried to hide the entrance very slightly. So I think possibility is that somebody may have been trying to get down in there at some point and they've tried to hide it. But I've uncovered it and I will recover it. But that there is the entrance to the main adit that went up into the mountainside. Again, you can see the PNNBC there, patent nut and bolt cutters, 1879 it is. This would be the top arch. So the actual rails that took the trucks underground would be some 30 foot below this. Somebody, as I said, might have been in there at some point. It's quite possible, rather them than me, because I don't think I'd be going through small gaps like that. After this clip, I'll just put a photo up of what it looked like originally when the trucks were going into it, so you can see the depth of how it would have actually been. Just across from the adit entrance where we just were, and if you look closely, you can actually see a coal seam running all the way through. And that's what they would have been going in after, was seams probably a bit thicker than this. It looks like it peters out a little bit over that far side, goes back into nothing in amongst the sort of sandstone that is in amongst it. So yes, this would be the way in. You can see the wall on the opposite side there that would lead into where the adit goes, just up through the trees up through there. I was just stood in the place where the photo, roughly where the photo that you'll have just seen was taken, and it is just mind-blowing knowing what's below my feet. So we've come down out from the adit area now, heading down the side of Springvale Industrial Estate, which would have been part of the old Geskin and Nettleworks that we've seen earlier. You can hear that over to the right there. We've got the stream following down. We're going to follow this one down. I've not been down this one before, but we shall find out where it takes us to. We always seem to find where the water comes down. This one leads all the way down again to the bottom of there. Lovely. Back onto the Monmouthshire Brecon Canal now. This is just south of Pont Newydd. So I'm going to take you up over the top of this bit now and show you down into one of the locks. There we go. Certainly not something you'd want to fall into. It's part of the lock system here in Pont Newydd. We're up into Pont Newydd now, where we've got some lovely little waterfalls. We're going to head on up that path shortly up there and show you the site of the Old Cwmbran Hotel. So this section of wall here is pretty much all that's left of the Old Cwmbran Hotel. That was very, very well renowned back in the day. We're about to go down a set of steps now onto what was the sporting field of the hotel, and they would have races here regularly. People would come from Cardiff and try and be the fastest person over 100 yards or 60 yards, and this would all happen on this field that you can see ahead of us here. All this was the site of the old hotel. Okay, so we've now come down into Pont Newydd village itself and joined back up onto Cwmbran Drive, which, as I explained at the start, was the site of the old railway line. And we're going down the incline now that would have led to the upper Pont Newydd station. So the railway station would have originally been down off this little bit here. This road now will take us back into town centre. This is where we finished today's walk. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. And just to know that you are coming down onto the site of the old Pont Newydd, upper Pont Newydd that is, railway station. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.